Yo guys, welcome back to another Beatless F1 video, and today we are going to be playing F1 22 and we are going to be doing my team later on in this video at Bahrain. First we're going to be driving with the Ferrari F8 Tributo supercar at Australia with the new layout, and this is my first time driving the supercar and I'm really excited, and so far it looks really good. And my thoughts on the game so far, this is the best F1 we've ever played because F1 21 was basically a DLC for F1 2021. And F1 2021 was my favorite F1 game. Now this is kind of like an upgrade to F1 2021, but like a full game instead. So this is why it's my favorite game. But sadly, classic cars is not there in this game. But you do have supercars, which are not even needed. But here we go. We start a lap at Australia with the new updated layout. Coming to Cheltenham, just braking at the 150-meter board. This is not a Formula 1 car, so remember. Now, like this car, like, it drifts a lot, and when I automatically just start the game, if you have a wheel, you can go like 900-degree steering lock. Like I have a Trustmaster T300 RS with the open wheel add-on. It just automatically just goes on to like 900-degree steering lock on my wheel, like when I'm driving the supercars. Then I have to manually change it back to 360 degrees, which is my preferred one, and I'm going for the F1 cars again. Like, it's so weird. I don't know why it just changes like and everything like that. But now coming to the new updated turn corner here, you can see like the flow of it. You can go, it's a bit more quicker and it's a bit more open and it's faster as well. And now this is the biggest change. There's no chicane here now, it just flats out. It's just like a main straight flat out to here. The Ferrari F8 Tributo, not really reaching good speed, just 250 kph right now, and I'm already starting to brake, but I accelerate again. I don't know what I was doing. When I brake into it, these curbs are not even dangerous. You can just go on top of them. Like in F1 2021, they used to spin you around these curbs, and I think in F1 2020 as well. I don't think F1 2020, but F1 2021, I know these curbs used to like flip you around and spin you around. Like, it's a bit weird, but yeah. And this turn is also updated where Alonso crashed in Q3 2022, the Australian Grand Prix qualifying. He was doing a really good lap, and that crash ruined Carlos Sainz's racing lap. He couldn't do a good qualifying lap after that because the red flag came in. After the final corner, just get the accelerator out of here, and a bit of understeer actually, and the car drifts around a lot. The physics are not the best. And coming to the final corner, flat out to the finish line. That is going to be a decent lap to be somewhere within top 500 in the leaderboard. 577th. It's an okay lap, not the best, but that's a really good leaderboard score. And here you can see the replay of the F8 Tributo. Now, like, it's a really good looking car there, as you can see. It's brilliant. Now, here are all the F1 2022 cars, official cars, and that my team car, the F1 car there. Here you can see all these cars are not in the F1 chassis anymore. It's now in the real life chassis, so that's really, really nice. Finally fixed it. And here are all the drivers so far, which you have added to the F1 game. Looks nice, the suit and everything. You can see all the drivers: Lance, Sebastian Vettel, Albon and Latifi in the Williams, Bottas and Zhou Guanyu, Magnussen and Schumacher, and all those other drivers. And for me, my favorite livery of this season has to go actually with Alpine. The Alpine livery is my favorite. Like, you might not agree with me, but I really like it. Now, finally, it's come to career mode, my team. And now, I'm going to start as a midfield challenger because I don't want to start as the lowest, I don't want to start the highest. So midfield challenger would be nice because we do get some money and we have a decent car. And as you can see, last year's F1 game, I was doing a 5-lap race and short qualifying for my career mode. Now, I'm going to do a full one where you have Q1, Q2, Q3 and 25% race. So you have a strategy at least. Now, like, a pit stop will be included for sure. Now, I'm going to use the My Team icon when it started. Like, I'm not sure. Like, maybe you got it for last game, you get it free for this game. People who got the DLC or the deluxe version for last year's game, or it's just free for everyone now. Like, what happened in 2010 classic cars in 2019, F1 2019, like the 2010 Ferrari McLaren, they were like a DLC for F1 2019, but was free in F1 2020. Now going to my favorite race number 41. Anywhere within 40 to 50 is my favorite number. 41 is what I use, so I really like it. And now my helmet design, I really want a good looking helmet here. I'm actually gonna like get the one all the way on the bottom right, because it looks like a really good helmet, like the one on the bottom right, like yeah, this one looks really nice, I have to say. Or like I want the helmet, everything to match the car, team livery and everything. I'm gonna do a light blue and then do the dark red, because it looks really good. My favorite color combination. Personally, I really like it a lot. And also F122 has a new livery editor update. Yeah, you can choose between metallic paints, matte, satin and gloss paints for your car livery, not for your helmet and suit and gloves and everything. It's only for, I believe, the car, which will be really interesting to try it out later. And for the visor, I'm going to make it black because it looks nice. You can see it matches up with the visor. And this livery looks brilliant, I have to say. This helmet livery looks amazing. And now the suit color, the same thing. I'm just going to like make it light blue and light dark red because it looks nice. Like, since it looks nice, I'm gonna make it look light blue and light dark red. It's like my favorite color combination. Like, I'm gonna use my favorite color combination obviously for this. And now from this point onwards, as you can see the suit colors, what I'm gonna use here is a red color obviously, like what I've been using for the helmet. I'm going to use a light blue and red, and this really looks nice. I'm trying to use like a dark red on the outside or not. This looks good, but then yeah, I'm just going to change it. Why not? Just get it to what I like it to be, because it's my team career mode. I would like to do what I want. And now light blue, amazing colors. And where like the dark red, how do I do it? Okay, I just go here. Dark red, like I want a dark red and light red shade, I mean the red shade of color, because it's really good. There we go, that looks brilliant. And now to the gloves, same thing. The gloves is boring because I don't care about gloves. Like it would be really nice, but it's okay. Like I don't know why F1 games are just amazing, and MotoGP games. I've never done a MotoGP career mode, but I've done like quick race, so that's enough for me, because I don't want to do too much. And then we go just changing the gloves and everything. We are already like 7 minutes and 40 seconds, something like that, into the video. And here are the emotes. I'm trying to stay with the default one. I don't want to select something too cringe. Victory ones, I'll do the very nice one, because I was using that for the last year's game. It was
now
really
let's
nice.
set up some of the key
Like, I
details
really like
of
it.
your new team.
So yeah. And now here we
Start
go.
with an easy one.
Okay,
What
now
name
I
would you like to give
think
the
for the
team?
team details, let's go to the amazing name. So what my name is going to be, it's going to be Beetle Racer F1 Racing. And Beetle Racer F1 is my channel name, so why not? This is a brilliant name. Beetle Racer F1 Racing is a really good
Nice.
name. I mean
Now,
name
some kind of income stream is critical.
for
so
this
we need
team.
to sign a primary sponsor. Our primary
And now
sponsor will
for
pay a
sponsors,
signing
this is
bonus to
something
the
really
team
important.
upfront.
Look at the first one.
This is
The
vital to cover the
weekly
early investments
income
we
is
need to make. They will also provide
404,000.
valuable weekly income for us.
So
Each
that's
sponsor has
nice.
a goal
Weekly
they
as
want
well.
the team to achieve.
400.
If we hit
K,
that goal, the sponsor will
404K.
pay us an additional
And
goal
then
bonus.
you can see the objective is to earn 25 Constructors Championship points. I don't know if that's possible for us, but so it's a bit hard. But then if you go all the way to the last one, like all the way to the last one, like not RGB, the X format, you can see you get 400k as the weekly income. And the objective is really easy, just complete a full season, which is definitely possible. And then the bonus for us 2.72 million, which is
Now we've got a
okay.
budget to work with.
The
Our
lowest
car won't
paying
be going anywhere fast
paying
without
bonus,
a
but
power
I would
unit.
say this is actually
So
the
let's
best
sign a power unit supplier now.
sponsor, I
We
would say,
need
in
both
terms
performance and
of
durability from our
economical
power
money.
unit.
You get a
We
lot of
also
money
need
every
to
week.
balance the
Now
books.
what I want to do
We're going
is
to
choose
have a lot
Ferrari
of other
engine. I'm a
areas to
Ferrari
invest
fan,
our cash in.
and also this season Ferrari's engine is the best in the F1
You
game
almost
right now.
have all the key
I'll try to
partners for
change
our
it
team
like to
now,
Red Bull
but we
powertrains
still
after
need a
like season
teammate
2 or
for you.
something.
These
Okay,
are
let's
the
just
drivers
try to use
available
Red Bull
to be your
powertrains
first
and
teammate.
Ferrari, and then
They all have their own
Mercedes and Renault.
strengths
I just
and
want to use
weaknesses.
everything.
So consider
Now we have driver.
everything
Look
when
at the
deciding who
awareness.
to hire.
Look at the
Drivers earn
stats of
acclaim
Michael
based on their
Schumacher. These are the
performances.
mighty icons
When a
I'm
driver
talking
earns
about.
enough acclaim, they will level up. The higher a driver's
Before,
level,
That's what you had in F1 2021. If you got this year's maximum icons, we're getting the deluxe version. You would have got Nico Hulkenberg, I believe is one of them, and the other one's F4. I legit forgot. Don't know what it is. And yep, Jensen Button, 2009 World Champion, the Bronze GP driver. And Bronze GP is just an amazing car. There's nothing else to say about it. It's just amazing. On its first season, it won the championship, the Constructors' Championship, and Button on his first season for Bronze GP won the Drivers' Championship. But imagine if he did not do that move to McLaren. He would have been in Mercedes for 2010, and then he stayed in Mercedes all the way until 2015 or 14 or 16. When that was last proper season for 2017, he replaced Alonso because Alonso went to the Indy 500. But they set up a Monaco Grand Prix in 2017.
Looks like we can afford this power unit supply.
Now let's just use Oscar Piastri. I really wanted him in my team. He looks like a really good driver. He has some good skills. That'll be good. Now, livery selection. This is what I was waiting for the entire time. So now you can see this is a default one. This is not mine. So now I have to find something I can customize and do to something I prefer. As you see, this one looks like the 2006 Renault, but I don't like this livery, to be honest. Like for my custom car, I'm just looking for some other livery which actually suits it. And you can see the black and red one. This one, like this is the official. If I wanted to show it for 2021, just compared to the showcase car. No, this is I think the one done daily uses, but this is the one I want to use, customize it to have like a light blue and matte red finish, because at the end that's what I thought would be a better combination instead of like a metallic red. So now let's edit this livery to make it light blue and matte red. You can see it's really nice. Now you can like change like the material of paint you want: gloss, satin, matte, gloss, and metallic. And metallic is my favorite one for blues and everything, and greens. It really looks good, but not for the red. I tested out on the red and it looks ugly. It's not. It doesn't look good. The red color with the metallic material doesn't look good at all. As you can see, I don't think it really fits the car. I would rather have matte so it stands out a little bit. The red. Like I'm still deciding if I should like change that blue to like a matte blue, so will that look better? Who knows? It could not, but for me it looks really good anyway. I like this car a lot and everything, and you can see the paint so far looks really nice, but I'm just testing out the colors, changing to the red. There we go, that looks nice. Now what I have to do now is just change it to matte, because just looks better. It stands out a lot, but it's a bit weird seeing metallic and a matte red just like that. It looks a bit weird though, but it's still a nice combination as a livery, I would say. And I think this will be my final livery for now. I will have a special livery hopefully at I'm still deciding which races I should have, which races and which country I should have a special livery on. Like could be Singapore, definitely. I'm gonna use the special livery because it's kind of my home race, my home Grand Prix race. And now here's my team emblem, the badge. So now you can see I'm just finding random shapes. I don't even mind which one, because for me these ones don't even matter for customizations. Like it's like the least important thing for me. And a bit of a spoiler, like if you still haven't got the F1 22 game, it's not really a spoiler, just information. I really would recommend it. Like it's okay. Like, the delays were kind of there. Like I was just looking at the Steam community page, like looking at what other people's reactions were before the release of the standard edition. I was like seeing if it's working for other people, and then for me it wasn't working. Got delayed a little bit, but then even after restarting the computer and everything like that, it didn't work. So I restarted my computer. I kept on restarting it. Finally came up. I don't know if that's the game's fault or my fault, like for not updating it properly or something. But yeah, I don't mind. It's worth it now because it's there. And look at this. I've just gone for bright white. I just wanted. I was too lazy to like update it even more. But then from this angle, the car livery actually looks perfect with the suits and everything. It matches up with the car. It's not metallic, because you cannot put metallic paint on a suit or a cloth material, which it's impossible. unless in the future they make something where you can actually do that. Yeah, I
Great,
don't know.
that's everything we need.
Now, as you can
You
see,
can go back and
I'm just
edit
changing
anything
like
we've
my
done so far,
team
and we'll come
HQ
back here
area
at
or
the
whatever
start of
you
each
call it.
season. But if you're
And
ready
we
to go,
advance now,
hit advanced
and
at
that
the
is it
team
for
HQ,
team
and we can start our
livery
push
design
to the
edit.
top of Formula 1.
So that's really interesting. Definitely interesting. It is interesting, to be honest. So there we go. And right now, you can see this is the HQ. It looks brilliant. We have a yacht here. So how is a yacht so small? I swear a yacht has to be bigger than that. Who knows? Here's Will Buxton. I don't know if I spelled his name. Like he's like, I legit see him on the F1 like YouTube channel every day. And he's a good person. And what is Arava doing on my engine? He's just repairing my engine there casually. Like, what is he doing? Hopefully he makes a good engine for us and not like modifies it to make it a bad engine. But I don't want a car to be slower than turtle, which will not be good for a race right now. And you can see the exhaust. These 2022 cars are like the best looking cars probably I've ever witnessed. For me, it's the best looking cars. Before it used to be the 2010 to 2013 cars. I mean the 2009 to 2013 cars, which are my favorite looking cars. But these 2022 cars just look brilliant in my opinion.
Let's see the unveiling of the team's
And
car.
you can see the team
owner
emblem
of the
and
brand
everything
new
there.
Formula
They've
One
already
team.
shown the livery. What's the point of covering it now? Like come on, Codemasters. You just revealed the livery to everyone now. Okay, here we go. It's a really good livery. With the F1 team music, I would say, I don't know what, I think the F1 music there on it, the edit really looks nice. It's not my editing, it's like it was in the game before itself.
It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both managing and driving for a Formula One team? Let's talk about your teammate. Now, so you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out there? Most of the other teams can boast years of experience in Formula One. Where do you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other cars? Ultimately, your success this season is going to come down to whether you can... And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline coming up, who's getting that coveted teacher's gold star?
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful to get an insight from you and, of course, to see around the headquarters. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it. And thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
This is where you can view our current facilities and the effects they are having on the business. You can also invest some of our cash into upgrades for these facilities.
Okay, now here we go on the loading screen after the interview with Will right there. As you can see, we have a team balance right now. Inform you of the team's financial thing and everything like that. So yeah, guys, that was
From here,
really
you can
nice,
see pertinent
and
details on every driver in the sport.
let's get into
compare
the
them with
race
each other,
weekend.
and add them to your watch list. When the
So now, let's just go on to the Bahrain Grand Prix by advancing onto the Grand Prix. So this will be a really interesting race weekend. It's a start of a new era, obviously. And this is going to be my second F122 video, by the way. Like, my first one was a Mercedes hot lap around Abu Dhabi with a new layout, which was brilliant. And the cars are just so good to drive. I'm actually not joking. Now, going to practice one first, let me just see how much Atlim I have, if I can do any upgrades before the race, so at least we can get it before the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, the upgrades, everything. You can see the career mailbox and everything. Just I don't really read them because it doesn't give you speed, does it? But the only thing which is good about it is the weather, and to see which driver is retiring and which is staying in F1 for the career mode season. And as you can see, so far stats, last year's game in F1 2021, we were champions with the Red Bull. So that was brilliant. And you can see we are almost on par with Alpine on the pace department in total, not just the aerodynamics area. And just doing a few upgrades here, but we don't have that much of funds. And you can see we are behind Alfa Romeo in pace. I'm okay with starting off there. Better than starting all the way down on the bottom of the grid, isn't it? Now heading out to practice one in the circuit of Bahrain, one of my favorite circuits. Like in F1 2020, before F1 2021 came out, I used to practice here so much every day, and then when F1 2021 came here, just continuously practicing on Bahrain. And if you did not notice, we have a new race engineer on F1 2022, which is okay. I'm okay with that because it's good, so why not? And yeah, guys, so far so good. And now right now we're just like in practice one. In summary, I'm just going to tell you early what I did. In practice, I did some like track optimization programs and got some points for that. Like, I'm not going to show that in the video because the video will be too long for that in, because anyway I have to do qualifying and the race. And yeah, guys, so this is a lap. Getting used to the car. I was on the default T-Cam. I changed on later to Jano Opnia's like 2021 T-Cam settings and everything, where those settings really were good. Like what I told you in Brazil last year, F1 2021 game, when I won a championship, like I will be changing the camera settings, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So I want to be competitive at the same time and just enjoy the game as well. Be quick, competitive, and enjoy the game at the same time. That's a good combo. And I'm just getting to the gears. The car is really nice to drive. I'm not joking. It was a really fun experience driving it for the first time as well. Like when you first get a new F1 game releases and you have it, there's an amazing feeling that when you pre-order it and you're waiting so long for it to release, it's just waiting for it, just that feeling goes there. But when it gets delayed, it's frustrating. And now through these corners, like it's really nice driving around here. But then in these 2022 cars, as you can see, a lot of wheels being treated and understeer. Like it's so hard to control these cars when you're driving it for the first time. And then we got a bit of understeer and we spin the car around. As you can see, we have spun the car around. We've just spun the car around. We're back in the garage now for qualifying. So after it's went directly into qualifying, then I've skipped through the programs I did during the practice session. And you can see now starting a qualifying lap with the camera settings. I've updated it to like the John Opnio ones. We're right now just not even sorry, the AI is still taking control of it. Okay, there we go, the lights have come. And right ahead of us, there's a car. So I'm going to give a gap because in practice one, Hamilton just blocked me. So I've learned from that, and I'm going to like try to take the knowledge into qualifying and try to like not be blocked while I'm doing a lap, so I can have a clean lap in and have a good lap in. So now, starting a lap, DRS enabled, brilliant lap, 300 kph. Look at that speed and the sound of this new Ferrari 2022 engine on the F1 game is just so realistic and it sounds amazing. Like the engine sounds in this game are 5 stars, 5 out of 5. And now, like they could just perfect it, but I'm still gonna go 5 for an F1 game. Now through here, just trying to take the e-sport line, not really breaking at the 100-meter board, just turning right for turn 4. Don't want to go too wide, otherwise it invalidates your lap. Like how Verstappen, remember Verstappen overtaking Hamilton on the final few laps of Bahrain in 2021, but then had to give it back for some reason by going off the track. Even though other drivers went off the track and didn't even receive a warning for doing it. So yeah, braking to turn 10, no locking up, perfect through here, really quick, and now enabling the DRS. But this is I'm just getting grips with the car still. Like I'm still not confident enough I can control this car properly. But we're doing the best we can, I will have to say that for sure. We're doing the best we can, and the best I can at least. Not the best I can, but best with the car we have. Trying to do it at least, put in some effort. And the video after this My Team video, I'll try to be bringing out like a Miami Grand Prix video. Driving as the Alpine or Esteban Ocon. I've not even recorded that yet, but I've kept that in mind to do that as my next video or somewhere within the next 3 videos. F1 22 game. Now we are ahead of Lewis Hamilton on the timing sheet so far. So now, what I did here, we go a bit wide to turn 1, so we can't do another consecutive lap. So then, we are out of Q1. We've been out qualified by rookie Oscar Piastri there. So us doing only 1 lap wasn't good at all, because 1 lap isn't enough in qualifying. Vettel did that in Q3 in Singapore and got pole, but that's different to what we are facing here now. Also got a loyalty package now for playing last year's F1 2021 game, so that's really nice and good for us. And it's a good reward, you know, for getting F1 2021 and getting a reward for the next game. Nice. And then you can see in the email area of the F1 game, the news, game news and everything. Here, this is like after the My Team race, so I saw this email after the My Team race and everything like that. And yeah guys, here's the trophy area.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Verstappen, George Russell and Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Bottas, Ocon and Pierre Gasly, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher and Norris, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Guan Yu Zhou and Sebastian Vettel, the owner driver, Ricciardo, Stroll and Nicholas Latifi. And now it's time to head down to the track. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as once again we get another year of Formula 1 underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice, and they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out. Let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
Now getting ready for the lights to go out. We had 3 lights out, 4 lights out, 5 lights out here at Bahrain, and it's lights out and away we go here at Bahrain. We've been overtaken by almost everyone now. We're only ahead of Lance Stroll, the Aston Martin driver. Nothing to be happy about here. And Latifi ahead of us, and we go down for a dive down the inside of turn 1. And we're gonna do it on the inside ahead of Sebastian Vettel. There's a bit of contact and barging going down there. It's a really chaotic start though, and we're behind Sebastian Vettel on the opening lap here. And Vettel and the Aston Martin is already ahead of us. We're going to go around the outside by overtaking 2 cars. Hopefully you can see Oscar Piastri and Albon wheel to wheel going through that corner to turn 4. And we're wheel to wheel with Joe Guan Yu, and we're wheel to wheel with Joe Guan Yu there. And and we just overtake Joe Guan Yu, but we go wide. And we're going to overtake Alex Albon in the process of doing it. And we are now behind our teammate Oscar Piastri on the start. We made a really good start there, up to P16 from P19 on the start, and now chasing down Oscar Piastri, our teammate in the other Beetle Racer F1 racing car. Now getting the ER's deployment to here. We're just draining the battery and trying to overtake Oscar Piastri here. This is a brilliant battle so far. We're not gonna overtake Piastri just about yet. We're going to stay behind now and go, just be patient and wait for the move to come to us itself. We're going to wait for Piastri to make a mistake or an opportunity for us. We're not going to be that aggressive. We could, but we might. Who knows? Anything can happen in this race. It's 14 lap race here. We're getting closer to Piastri definitely overtake. The slipstream there on this game is really, really powerful. And now, off the final corner, a bit of understeer there. That is going to lose us some time now. So we're going to be bit more behind Piastri than we were at the final corner before we had the understeer, but now we have the slipstream. We could go for a lunge on the inside of turn 1, but are we going to go for it? Yes, we are. We're going to go be with our teammate. There's not going to be any contact, thankfully, so we don't make contact with a teammate. And Piastri, we just overtook Piastri so easily, as you can see here on the replay. Us going down the inside of turn 1, going for the move on the replay camera. As you can see with the replay camera, what a move that was, coming ahead of our teammate now, and now just chasing after Lando Norris, who is behind Pierre Gasly here. It's lap 2 as well. Now chasing after Lando Norris. The McLaren is slower than us on the pace charts, because I've clearly checked that before itself. The McLaren is slower than our car, because we are the midfield challenger. We selected that option when we started. And next race, obviously in Saudi Arabia, our straight line speed on this car is okay, not the best, but it is kind of good though with the Ferrari engine. So I'm hoping for at least a top 5 finish in Jeddah. But this race, I'm at least like P10 or P9. Hopefully, will be good enough for us. And now we are getting closer to Lando Norris for an overtake, and there's a green flag and yellow flag. It's Carlos Sainz. Sainz is going slowly. Sainz has had an accident with some other driver. I think if Sainz is spun, I think what is going on here. Now, as you can see with the replay camera here, Sainz just loses it and spins the car around, doing a 360 there. What just happened? Now back to the race. Now we're still chasing Lando Norris as the replay camera went on there. Now Lando Norris is going for a move on Mick Schumacher here, but they're going wheel to wheel, and so is Bottas. And Bottas and Gasly made contact there, and Bottas has a damaged front right end plate, and he's going to pit, and he almost turns into us. Now we are up into P11, getting the slipstream of Pierre Gasly, trying to overtake Gasly for top 10 finish here. We could get P10, at least 1 point. We started P19. Look at where we are now. Look at the position we are at now. We are at an amazing position here for an overtake. DRs enabled now. Lap 3. Trying to get the DRs coming to turn 4 on Pierre Gasly. We're not going to get the move done just yet. We're going to stay behind Gasly. Stay patient and not that aggressive on the throttle and steering. We're still behind Gasly ideally now, which is not really something I really want to be right now. I want to make some overtakes right now. So Gasly ahead of us. He's still ahead of us and getting out of the corner, trying to get the traction out of the corner. Coming to turn 10, trying not to lock up there. Gasly. Oh, we have the DRS now. This should be time to do a move, but we've gone a bit wide to then understeer. So that means, and there's a green flag in the back. The yellow flag to turn 10. Someone has gone wide for sure. And now Gasly is still ahead, and Gasly's got a bit of understeer coming out of the corner. And so are we, almost losing the rear end and crashing the car into the barrier or spinning it, but we haven't done that yet. We're still in control of the car, so that's really good for us now. Chasing Pierre Gasly down. Right now, who's behind Kevin Magnussen, and we are ahead of our teammate. And Piastri is in P12 behind us right now. Can Oscar Piastri follow us and get into the point? He's only 1.5 seconds, and that's a good time. 1.6 now. Norris behind him, but now we have DRS, and this should be an overtake on Pierre Gasly. I'm assuming here. This might be an overtake, and it is going to be an overtake as Gasly locks up, and we go wide to turn 1 as well. And we're going to get DRS for the next turn as well, as we are behind Esteban Ocon, and the yellow flag is again coming to turn 1. So there's been some more contact, I believe. To turn 1, definitely some more contact, and now coming to turn 4, chasing after Esteban Ocon here for a P9 now. So we have gained about 9 positions in this race so far. If we can overtake Ocon, it'll be 10 positions we have gained so far here. Now, and Ocon is in a battle on his own with Kevin Magnussen. So we are not the only ones who are battling for points. Ocon is and drivers ahead of Ocon and Magnussen are definitely, and Gasly technically, because he's fighting for P10, but he's like 8 milliseconds behind us. And right now we are gaining on Ocon a little bit only. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we can make an overtake here with this amazing Ferrari engine on the soft tires. And look at that, 1.1 seconds now. Does Ocon have damage, or are we just gaining on him because we are faster? It's now within a second already, so that means if we can keep within a second now, we'll get DRS coming for the next lap of this race. So we might get DRS here, who knows? This could be DRS. You can see the DRS right there. We enable the DRS, 300 kph plus, trying to catch Ocon. We are getting closer, 5 milliseconds. I never knew I could say that now because I'm right behind him. Like almost getting brake tested as we almost going into the back of Ocon and crashing the car. That would have been front wing damage, or the front right tire just going off. Now DRS towards turn 4. Which way are we gonna go? We're gonna stay and knock over the overtake. Yeah, but Ocon is gonna be wide. I mean, they're just struggling to it right now. He doesn't have the grip, but we have the grip on these tires to overtake Esteban Ocon. And are we gonna do this corner? Where are we gonna go? We're gonna go down the inside for the overtake now, inside of this corner, and we overtake Esteban Ocon into P9 behind Kevin Magnussen now. Sonoda is P7 ahead of Magnussen, and he's in P7 now. And we're gonna be wide to turn 10. This is not what we want at all. We're now fighting the Alpine now. We're just about ahead. And now we are ahead of Esteban Ocon up to P9. So Ocon is now far behind us now. Just not far, but just a little bit more behind us right now for an overtake. As we're now heading towards the pit stop now. Can we get a good pit time now? As we're going to go for the broadcast pit stop, and we just are within that speed limit there. And you can see there's a new feature in F122, the broadcast pit stop. It's like as if we are watching an actual TV live race now. I've selected the medium tires for this pit stop right now. So where can we go? Onto the mediums, and that's a really good stop there. 2.8 seconds. That's a brilliant stop. I have to say it's a good stop there for us as we exit the pit lane and already getting grips too with the car now. ER is deploying already, and now we just go a bit. Oh, there's no grip on the tire. The tires are really cold right now. That's exactly not what we want, and that's it. Like just like how in real life it is, the tires are cold and not heated up properly. And now we have a safety car in this race, as just we're in the points. There's a crash with Oscar Piastri and one of the Alpines. Oh, that's not good there. As you can see, just in the replay mode, we're just going to rewind back there to see what just happened. Oh, the Alpine just goes in the back of our teammate, and I believe our teammate went right to turn 10, and so did the Alpine. And oh, the AI making a mistake there, not good, as it's a safety car now. The first safety car of the season, on the first race of the season in Bahrain. So this is a really interesting thing to happen right now, as there is a safety car. This could be a race changing thing, as you're in P8 now. Look at the position we are in right now. P8 right now, catching the safety car for you. Let's go for it. We're gonna pressurize Kevin Magnussen inside. The AI no longer have control of the car. We have now. We're gonna warm up the tires. Hopefully it's already been warmed up by the AI when they were taking control of a car. We're gonna wheel to wheel with Magnussen on the safety car restart. You're not allowed to do that in real life right now, but we're gonna do it on the game. Alongside Kevin Magnussen on the start, 3 laps left. It's kind of like Abu Dhabi, but the first race of the season, and we have 3 laps left, and it's not a championship race. But now we have Slipstream. We're gonna try to overtake Magnussen here, and coming to turn 1, and we make contact with Alonso there, and a bit of contact with Tsunoda as well. We're gonna just get the Slipstream on Alonso now to try to get P4 here. We are battling for P4. We're P5 from P19. Look at how much positions we have gained now. I thought we would just have a P10 or 9 finish, but now it seems we can hold off Magnussen and stay in P5 in our first F1 22 career mode race, in any type of career mode on this game. And my team on a midfield car, this has been a dream race so far with the car we have. P4 would be even better, but then I'm happy with P5. Coming to turn 10 now. Sainz is in P8 now, making his way back after he had an incident on lap 2 spinning, like we saw in the replay mode. Like that spin was very, very bad time for Sainz, because he could have been in contention for like P2 or P1 with the safety car coming in now, because the safety car kind of neutralizes everything now in terms of the racing order and aspect. We have 2 laps left right now, and that is it for this race so far. Charles Leclerc will get the fast lap on the final lap to get an extra point as he's in the top 10. They get 26 points in total for the Scuderia Ferrari team, as Verstappen gets P2, Perez P3. We're gonna come home for P5 here on the first race of this My Team career mode, and we're definitely gonna be driver of the day. Definitely after that performance, P19 to P5. There we go, driver of the day, and we get points for Beat Lewis F1 Racing Team here. We get points, finally. P5 finish as Ferrari wins the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. So let's review the updated driver standings. Charles Leclerc assumes the lead in the standings after today's outstanding results. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I'm going to give it to the owner-driver today. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. After an event like that, who
Guys,
knows
thanks for
what
watching
the
the
sport
Beat
has
Race
in store
F1
for us
video. If you
next
enjoyed it,
time
leave a
out.
like below, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching the Beat Race F1 video. This video was really hard to edit. And guys, thanks for watching the Beat Race F1 video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like below, subscribe, comment. And thanks for watching the Beat Race F1 video. And I'll see you in the next Beat Race F1 video. Thanks for watching the Beat Race F1 video, and I'll see you in the next Beat Race F1 video.
The personnel department has asked us to deal with this. We have a couple of options here. Take your time. The department wants me to pass on their thanks for helping out. It's important to use the time between races to the fullest extent. And that's where these activities come in. Manage everyone's time as efficiently as possible to maximize the team's performance.